Hello, and welcome to Connecting You to You Radio, where we tune in to receive the messages of health and well being that are being broadcast from the soul. I'm your host, Lisa Warner, author of The Simplicity of Self-Healing. I show you how to heal your body naturally by combining your body's innate intelligence with the wisdom of your own soul, so that you can break through the mental programming of limiting beliefs that cause disease and make healing your body and changing your life simple. Hello and welcome. Welcome to another Lunch with Lisa. I'm Lisa Warner. I am the author of The Simplicity of Self-Healing. Happy solstice. Today is the day that this is being released is the summer solstice, the June solstice, in summer in northern hemisphere, winter solstice in the southern hemisphere. So the solstice, this is always, the solstices and the equinoxes are significant dates in our annual evolution, because these are the dates have that mark the change of seasons. So right now we're moving from spring to summer in the northern hemisphere and from fall to winter in the southern hemisphere. And these are natural alignment days, meaning that the earth comes into a specific configuration. So as we move from one season into the next, these changes have always been celebrated on the planet, and it's no different now. And as we celebrate these seasons, these changes, there are so many who are focused on the celebration and the significance of what these alignments mean, that it opens a portal in consciousness. There's an there's an alignment of our consciousness that happens with universal consciousness, the consciousness of the earth and the consciousness of the universe. Everything starts to come into alignment. So as humanity has been in a state of fallen consciousness for a very, very long time on this planet, these dates are always very significant, because as people align their consciousness with nature, then more divine intelligence can be transmitted to Earth, can be transmitted to us. We can start to receive an influx of living life force energy greater on these alignment times than when people are not focused altogether on something positive. We're really taught to focus on negative things. We're shown negative things on the news all of the time, and in the media and movies. We're really encouraged to focus on fearful, negative occurrences on this planet. But it is when we are focused on the natural alignments that we start to heal. Everything that is out of alignment starts to return to alignment. So these dates are very significant for those of us who are really paying attention and really tuning in to the energies that are coming in. Over the last few weeks, I have noticed, just in my own personal life, in the life of my friends and family, the lives of people that I am in daily contact with, and just people on social media, and just watching, observing what's going on in the world around me. And I've been observing a lot of um, very mm, unexpected events, out of the ordinary events, things that just seem to be occurring out of the blue, negative things. And what I observe about this is that as we move into a whole new paradigm on this planet, we are moving from the age of darkness, which lasted for a really, really, really long time, as we move back into the light, we are moving back into alignment with the divine. We are moving out of the period of distortion where everything got warped and skewed. We have been experiencing war and poverty and greed and crime and punishment and corruption and disease and lack and punishment, and right, these are all distortions. These are not what was part of the divine design. The divine design is grand perfection. It's love and peace and harmony. The divine design can be seen in nature. How nature is one big ecosystem, that every part and piece of nature, every plant, every animal, every insect, every bird, you know, all of the lakes and streams and ponds and bogs and oceans, you know, all of these things work together to generate life on this planet. That's the divine design, is to generate life. As humanity, we have been in the process of generating death. War generates death. You know, the destruction of the rainforests, clear cutting, all of these things generate death. Spraying the land with, toxic chemicals generates death. You know, weed killers, right? All of these things that focus on generating death. That's what has been happening in the darkness, in this time of the fallen consciousness. So now we are we're swinging the opposite direction now. The pendulum has turned, the tide has turned. We are now in the age of light. So everything that was of the dark, everything that was distorted, everything that was out of alignment with the divine design is being let go of now. So a lot of the things that have been happening over the last month that I have been observing, kind of the things that it's like, wow, where did that come from? This is unusually stressful or painful, or, all of these things are literally that darkness kind of being pushed aside, being gotten out of the way. There are many souls that are transitioning at this time as well. And these souls they chose their soul's path, and they came here on specific missions, and now their mission is complete. So now they're leaving to return to their own divine design, to restore their soul's template in the non-physical form. So all of the things that have been out of alignment on this planet are really being pushed to the surface to be seen. It's sort of, like shaking off the dross. And as we shake off the dirt and the dust and the dross, the light starts to shine brighter. And this is what's happening right now on the solstice. This is the longest day in the northern hemisphere. This is when we receive the most light. And the light is not only like in the form of daylight, it is also in the form of consciousness, in the form of light energies, energies that are more open and free flowing, easy. So any of the stuff that has been in the way, that has been blocking the flow of living life force energy, is being dismantled. So if you've been going through an unusually difficult time lately, embrace that. Allow it to just be, and know that this too shall pass, and that as we come out the other side of whatever trials and tribulations we're experiencing, we come out at a higher level. So what lies ahead is going to be easier. It's going to be better, because the earth itself is being raised up in vibration. And the higher it raises up into the light. We've been in this fallen consciousness for a long time, down in the darkness, in the depths, and we've been operating from unawareness for a very, very long time. But now, as the earth is being raised back up, we're starting to become more aware. We're starting to have a broader purview of what's actually been happening on this planet. We're starting to see the light of day returning. We're starting to see a lot of the uh, things that have been keeping us in states of disease and war and oppression. And we're starting to see why these things have been being perpetuated on this planet. And it can be very, very shocking to many. When we first discover, it's like, oh, yikes, things are not what we were told they were. We're starting, it's coming out on the news that, the things that we were told were specific things are not at all what we were told they were. So, all of the truth is starting to come to the surface, come to light. And, this is the time where it's really, really important for each one of us to go within, to turn our focus, even when we see these things happening in the external world and it's starting to shake us up. We have to know that we don't need to be shaken up. We don't really need to be shaken awake. That is what's happening to many, but it doesn't have to be like that. We can simply awaken ourselves. As the light comes up in the morning time, as the sun begins to rise, it gets lighter and lighter and lighter. And we just naturally start to wake up as the sun rises, as it gets lighter in our sleeping area. The body just naturally starts to wake up because it's time to get up. We don't have to be shaken awake. We can simply allow ourselves to wake up. And to allow ourselves to wake up, that's part of allowing ourselves to come back into alignment. It's part of the healing process. Healing isn't just about healing our physical bodies. Healing is about healing all parts of ourselves, healing our emotional wounds, healing the negative belief systems that we have been taught, all of those self devaluing sayings, those self devaluing beliefs. It's better to give than to receive. You have to work hard in order to get ahead. You have to be a certain size or shape or age or color or gender, in order to fit in. Like, no, we chose these beautiful bodies. We chose our time to incarnate. Everything was perfectly orchestrated for our soul's journey through this life so that we could learn what we needed to learn. And as we were born into that age of darkness, everything was really confusing, very scary. We didn't fit in. We were told that we have to do things a certain way, but it didn't really feel right. But better do it anyway, because otherwise you're going to get in trouble. I'm like, ooh, right? Those days are gone. Those days are now coming to an end. And living in alignment with the divine design, living in alignment with our soul's mission, living in alignment with peace, ease, love, joy, caring, and sharing. When we all work together and we all actually care about one another, we all can thrive. When we give to one another, making sure that everyone has what they need, we can thrive on this planet in peace. We can live, all of us, together in harmony. We've been taught to fight. We've been taught that those people over there are the bad people. We need to kill off all the bad people. No, we don't. There are no bad people. When we clear out all of those misconceptions about enemies, there are no enemies other than the ones that we make up in our minds. We're not here to fight. We're here to thrive. And when we start living in harmony with each other, and we start living in harmony with the earth is designed to provide for us. We've been taught that we need a job, a paycheck to provide for ourselves. This is not true. This is part of the matrix, the false matrix that has been creating a slave system. The earth herself provides all of the food, all of the water, everything we need to thrive. But it takes us living in harmony with the land. It takes us, when we live in harmony with the land, when we plant our land, instead of planting grass in our lawn for a lawn and then trying to kill off the weeds that grow. Okay, the weeds are actually medicinal plants that grow for our benefit. That's part of the pharmacy that is nature. It's part of the free medicine that is available on this planet. When we start to plant our land with shrubs, berry bushes, with flowering, fruiting trees, trees that provide fruit or nuts, plants that give berries, vegetables. The earth literally provides for us. All of these things come up out of the earth for free. What if we could all live in peace and harmony for free on this planet? What if we could all truly be free to thrive, to live in community? This is what is happening at the moment. The on as the earth is aligning with the divine, and on especially on these very special days like the solstices, the equinoxes, the alignment days, 6 6 7 7 8 8, those days, the Lion's Gate on August 8th, 8 8. These are very significant days that allow more light, more divine intelligence to come into the planet, more regenerative, restorative light is being sent to us to help raise ourselves and the earth to a whole new way of being. So, this solstice, can you tune in? Can you tune in to the light that is coming? And can you open up, especially open that crown chakra, to start receiving the light codes that are being sent? They're being sent and absorbed by your DNA. All of the other strands, the non physical strands of our DNA, are being reactivated. We don't have just 2 strands of DNA. There are 2 physical strands of DNA. There are 10 non-physical strands, multidimensional strands of DNA that have basically been offline for a very long time, but now they are coming back online. These incoming light codes are helping to restore our natural DNA. So on the solstice, can you go outside and be with the earth? Can you go and notice your harmony with the earth? Can you allow yourself to connect to Mother Earth? And can you receive the light codes that are coming in to start reactivating yourself, rejuvenating, restoring your divine design? This is what healing is. It's the restoring of our own divine design, bringing everything back to blueprint. It's not just about the physical body. It's about all the layers of ourself. Restoring our minds, restoring our mental body, our emotional bodies, restoring our connection to the universe. This is what's happening on the planet at this time. So I hope that this was helpful to you. I want to wish everyone a very, very happy solstice. And I am Lisa Warner, author of The Simplicity of Self-Healing. I have recently launched a new knowledge share area. It's in a private membership area that I have set up. Membership is free. If you would like to become a member of my private membership area, it is free, and I give you some free gifts simply for joining. And once you join, you then have access to all of the course content that I am creating, and access to, availability to work with me directly. So there are 3 courses that are currently available for sale in the knowledge share area, and many more to come. So I invite you to go to go.connectingyoutoyou.com and check it out. Thanks so much for watching. I wish you a very happy solstice. And until next time, create for yourselves a beautiful week, because you can. Bye for now. Thanks for listening to this episode of Connecting You to You Radio. If you've enjoyed this podcast, please subscribe and share it with your friends. Are you ready to discover more about how simple healing your body can actually be when you do it from the higher wisdom of your soul? To learn more about what I do and how you can work with me, visit connectingyoutoyou.com and get on my mailing list to be the first to know about my latest offerings. If you'd like to interact with me on Facebook, please join my group, Soul Sourced Healing. Check the show notes below for these links and more. I hope to see you again next time on Connecting You to You Radio.